Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Travel Discoveries. Hello. How was everybody? I hope everyone is doing well, okay? I know that pandemic has become higher again here in the Philippines. I hope everybody is safe, okay? Just practice social distancing, wash your hands, and avoid the crowded places. So if it's really not important, it's better to stay at home so that you will be safe. Okay, so before we started, hello to our subscribers. Thank you so much. I hope you will stay for me until at the end of this video, okay? We will tackle about find out what is required when traveling to the United States by air. So non-US immigrants travel to the United States first before you travel to the United States, second, during travel to the United States, and third, after arrival in the United States, what you need to know. Okay, so let us further ado, let's start. What you need to know. First, you must be fully vaccinated if you are a non-US citizen, non-immigrant, not a US citizen, US national, lawful permanent resident, or traveling to the United States on an immigrant visa. Only limited exceptions apply. Second, you are required to show a negative COVID-19 test result or documentation of recovery from COVID-19 when you travel to the United States by air. Third, wearing a mask over your nose and mouth. Is required in an indoor areas of public transportation, including airplanes, traveling into, within, out of the United States, and indoors in U.S. transportation hubs, including airports. U.S. citizens, U.S. nationals, lawful permanent residents, and immigrants. If you are a U.S. citizen, U.S. nationals, lawful permanent resident, or immigrant, please visit U.S. citizens. Do you have any travel plans or immigration visa issues? Don't you worry guys, I got you. I recommended to you the Filipino Visa. Provide travel plans and immigration visas, especially for the K1 and spousal visa. So what are you waiting for guys? Just click the link down below in my description box and you will be redirected to the website of the Filipino Visa. And just sign up for free consultation. So, U.S. nationals, lawful permanent residents, and immigrants travel to and from the United States for requirements before arriving in the United States. CDC will accept combinations of accepted COVID-19 vaccines. Before you travel to the United States, first, land travel. For information about COVID-19 requirements for land travel, visit the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's guidance for travelers to enter the U.S. at land ports of entry and ferry terminals. Second, proof of vaccination required air travel. All non-U.S. immigrants traveling to the United States by air are required to show proof of being fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Only limited exceptions apply. Learn more about these requirements. Third, a person who has recovered only one dose of an accepted 2-dose series and has recovered from COVID-19 does not meet his definition and therefore it's not considered fully vaccinated. Fourth, Testing all travelers required. Before boarding a flight to the United States, you are required to show a negative COVID-19 test result taken no more than 1 day before travel. There is also an option for people who have documents recovery from COVID-19 in the past 90 days. Children under 2 years old do not need to test. Learn more about these requirements by visiting this website. Contact information all travelers required. All air passengers to the United States will also be required to provide contact information to airlines before boarding flights to the United States. This threatens the travel process already into place. Rapidly identify and contact people in the United States who may have been exposed to a communicable disease, such as COVID-19. Access to travelers' contact information will allow U.S. federal, state, and local health departments and agencies to share appropriate health and public health information necessary to help keep the public safe. Number 6. Documentation required. As a member, be sure to have your required documents such as your passport and any visa or other entry residency documentation. All U.S. waiver program travelers must have a valid approved electronic system for travel authorization or ESTA. For travel the United States government recommends travelers log in and review for their ESTA status in advance of travel. Visit this website https://esta.cbp.dhs.gov for more information. Do not travel if: first, you are sick. Second, are you looking for a new friends across the globe, serious relationship, or your soulmates? Don't you worry guys, I got you. I recommended to you the most trusted online dating site, Christian Filipina. So what are you waiting for guys? Just click the link down below in my description box and you will be redirected to the website of the Christian Filipina for more details. All you need to do is to fill up the name and your valid email address, the join button, and you are good to go. You tested positive for COVID-19 and haven't ended isolation. After you end isolation, avoid travel until a full 10 days after your symptoms started or the date of your positive test if you had no symptoms. If you must travel on days 6 through 10, properly wear a well-fitting mask when you are around others for the entire duration of travel. If you are unable to wear a mask, you should not travel during days 6 through 10. Number 3. You had close contact with a person with COVID-19 and haven't ended quarantine. Get tested at least 5 days after you last close contact and make sure your test result is negative and you remain without symptoms before traveling. If you don't get tested, delay travel until a full 10 days after your last close contact with a person with COVID-19. 4. If you must travel before 10 days are completed, properly wear a well-fitting mask when you are around others for the entire duration of travel during the 10 days. If you are unable to wear a mask, you should not travel during the 10 days. Number 5, you are waiting for results of a COVID-19 test. If your test comes back positive while you are at your destination, you will need to isolate and postpone your return until it's safe for you to end isolation. Your travel companions may need to quarantine too. During travel to the United States, is mask required? 1. Wear a mask over your nose and mouth is required in proper areas of public transportation. And in the U.S. transportation, wear a mask over your nose and mouth is required in indoor areas of public transportation and in U.S. transportation hubs, including on airlines, buses, trains, and other forms of public transportation. Traveling into, within, or out of the United States, and travelers are not required to wear a mask in outdoor areas of a conveyance like an open deck areas of a ferry or the uncovered top deck of a bus. So guys, you are allowed to not wearing a mask if you are in an open areas. But if you are in the crowded areas, especially in the airport or inside the buses, inside the train, and also inside the airlines, you need to wear your mask, okay? After arrival in the United States, if you are not fully vaccinated and allowed travel to the United States by air through an exception, you may be required to attest to some or all of the following measures. For more information, see requirements for proof of COVID-19 vaccination. For air passengers required. First, get tested with a viral test 3 to 5 days after arrival, unless you have documentation of having recovered from COVID-19 in the past 90 days. Second, stay at home or in hotel room and self-quarantine for a full 7 days, even if you test negative, unless you have documentation of having recovered from COVID-19 in the past 90 days. Number 3, isolate if your test is positive or you develop COVID-19 symptoms. Number 4, if you intend to stay in the United States for 60 days or longer, you must become fully vaccinated against COVID-19 within 60 days of arriving in the United States, or as soon as medically appropriate, unless you have a medical contraindication or are too young to be vaccinated. You require that when you go for travel, you need to be tested for RT-PCR test, or for all travelers recommended. First, get tested with a COVID-19 viral test 3 to 5 days after travel. Find a U.S. COVID-19 testing location near you. Second, self-monitor for a COVID-19 symptoms. Isolate. Get tested if you develop symptoms. Number 3, follow our state and local from COVID-19 recently. If you recovered from a documentation COVID-19 infection within the past 90 days, regardless of vaccination status, you do not need to get a test 3 to 5 days after travel. People can continue to test positive for up to 90 days after diagnosis and not be infectious to others. You also do not need to self-quarantine after travel. If you develop COVID-19 symptoms after travel, isolate and consult with a healthcare provider for testing recommendations. So number 4, If your test result is positive, isolate yourself to protect others from getting infected. Learn what to do and when it is safe to be around others. That is all the requirements when you plan to visit to the United States. So first, you need to get tested by the RT-PCR test or the viral test 3 to 5 days after arriving in the United States, and also 1 day before travel to the United States. So visit their website and check everything, the requirements that they are requiring. The negative RT-PCR test or viral test, okay? And your valid passport, and fill up all the requirements, that documentation that they are requiring. That's it for today, guys. I hope you learned from me. If you have any questions, just comment down below in my description box and I will answer as soon as. For those who have any suggestions to make a content or video, just comment down below on my description box and type hashtag comments, okay? And for those who never yet subscribed, please consider to subscribe, select all and click that bell icon so that if I have a new upload videos, you will be notified as soon as. And also share to your friends, like and give a thumbs up, okay? So stay safe and God bless you all. See you in my next vlog. Bye!